Yo. Pew, 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 pew. Am I the first one here? What is up? What is up? What is up? Hello, everyone. Hey, there's JQ. Ho! Pew,
Yo!
pew, 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 pew.
Jack is now Jackie Doe.
That's
Jackie Doe came from Iowa.
Pew!
Oh man, we
What
got
up,
people in the
fellas?
room already.
As given his name by Mr. Tom Angiello. By Mr. Angelo.
Mr. Angelo.
Who's the Mr. Angelo.
What's up, fellas? How we feeling? Happy Tuesday, man. We're just like crushing 8 episodes in now.
We're nearing the end. Turns out we're gonna go 11 episodes this season. We just got a new special guest, which we will not announce yet, but it's very exciting.
Very, very exciting.
Yeah. More importantly, we have a great guest tonight.
Word up.
The Chicago legend, John Vincent, is in the house.
But before we go there, shall we get our report card from... Oh, let me play a little bit of the song from last week, yeah?
From Miss Jenkins's. Hey, everyone in the room, if you're on... Oh, Marcus Silverberg's in the house. If you're on Facebook, share it to your feed, particularly Rat Pack members, but whoever's here. Jessica Rogers in the house. What's up? What's up?
What up?
Right. I'm going to share it.
Great. Can I play a little bit of last week's song?
Yeah, how do you
let's
spell? I mean, real quick, how do you guys spell church? Like if you're saying church, but like church.
CHUUUCH.
Thank you. Per week, y'all like church,
No, church.
church, like church. But that's 3 U's, huh?
Yeah,
C-H-U.
Brianna Antolini, what up, what up, what up? We are safe
Hey.
and well.
I thought you were talking about church, because church is different.
No, I'm talking about church.
Like, I'm going to take you to church, Hal.
All right, let's listen to a little bit of last week's, and then we
All
get
right,
our
here's last
report
week's.
card from Wheezy Jenkins.
Last week's song, Let It Ring, featuring Casey Foster.
Thanks for calling. I'm not available. Try again. And maybe I'll say hello, 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 hello.
Hey, what are you doing tonight? I got this idea. See, it involves you, and yes, it involves me. And I don't wanna tell you too much. The things your eyes do to me, they got me inspired to try to surprise you. I promise you that I'll be true, I won't let you down. Alright, I clear tomorrow morning for a night on the town. Tonight, the limousine waiting in the pocket full of pesos. Tickets to Johnny Vincent, and I know you love steak, so
I don't think you understand that I got shit to do. Tonight I think I'll dress for not a goddamn thing. So go and fuck yourself, cause time is mine and I'm gonna let it be.
It's all the same with the business and personal, beeping and buzzing, cause you got some work to do. Working and working, there's always some work to do. Pockets and office, and that make you versatile. Don't walk, you can choose to fly. Shoes, there's shoes to buy. Sit back, relax, and lose the time. But there's breaking news on the news tonight. So tragic, it make me so sad. But look at this puppy, I want it so bad. You ain't heard, you need to listen now. Cause if you ain't heard, you listen now. If you ain't read it, you need to read it. You don't want it, see you need it. You ain't bought it, you need to buy it. And if you ain't had it, you gotta try it.
I don't think you understand that I got shit to do. Tonight I think I'll dress for not a goddamn thing. So go and fuck yourself, cause time.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
If you want to hear that whole song, go to SoundCloud. You can download it. You can put it on your pocket, put it in your pocket, put it
On your pocket, too.
pocket. You can put it anywhere.
If you got one of those flip phones that used to, like one of those dad flip phones, you can put it on your pocket.
Yeah.
One of the
If you have the clip, clip,
I will post the SoundCloud
people
link.
still have that shit now with the huge phone.
I think a few people do. Yeah,
Dude, my
like
new case
contractors.
came with one. My new case came with one.
You're like Adventure Dad now.
I can totally clip on if I want to.
You should
Oh,
go.
and you can do the horizontal and the vertical.
Yeah.
Tight. Full Brett Preston mode. It's awesome. All right. So I think it is time that we bring in. Wait, let me play the video, right?
Yeah, every week we get a report card from last week's song by our good friend Wheezy Jenkins. Alex
Here we go.
Wasili, what's up, homie?
Here we go.
Folding lawn.
Last week's report card with Wheezy Jenkins. It's last week's report card. Last week's.
How many boat drinks?
It's last week's report card with Wheezy Jenkins. Last week's report card. 5 minutes with Wheezy.
All right, with Jenkins. I'm starting the clock with Jenks.
Hey,
Hey, she made
how
it.
doing?
Oh,
you
better
doing?
now, as always.
Heard
Better
Wheezy.
when you grace us with your presence.
I heard you were sleeping and we woke your ass up.
Yeah, and I mean, you folding clothes and shit. Like, what is that?
I'm doing laundry. I
I
gotta
see you
multitask.
5 minutes every week. I see you for 5 minutes out of your life, and you sitting here doing laundry.
Hey,
She has a point.
this isn't a good. This doesn't bode well for our rating right now.
Yeah, I just want to. Also, I just did want to give you this: CHAWRCH.
Chowch?
Chouch.
Ouch.
Chowch?
Howard.
Every week, y'all like chowch.
All right, Wheezy, go.
All
I
right.
don't know what to say. I mean, I feel like this is a testament to this song. He folded laundry. I needed to nap. He's talking about bag clips so he could keep his kids on his waist with a dad shirt on. I mean, like, what the hell? I'm too busy. This is too much life to be living. And I shouldn't have answered the damn phone. This situation, I should have associated with what was happening in my life. And I didn't have time to even listen to the damn song. Right? I didn't have time. So I listened to it like 5 minutes before I took my nap. And I said, well, maybe I'll have a dream about it. I'll understand what the fuck it was about. Like, it'll happen. And it didn't. And I didn't want it till I got on here and you was talking, you played it again. I heard some things that I hadn't heard before. And I said, oh, look, now that is what the song is about. It's about the fact that we don't have time for shit.
Oh,
Amen.
Yeah.
Right.
Women in particular.
Women in particular?
I think
Wait.
so.
You mean we don't have you gotta hold on, Paz. That could be interpreted a couple different ways. When you say we don't got time for shit and you say women in particular, that sounds one way. But if you say like we don't got time for shit, like women in particular,
Okay, shall I explain?
por favor.
Yes.
What I mean is that
G.
women in
Take me
particular
to
don't have
chowch. Take
time
me to
for
chowch.
our shit.
Take them to church.
Take me to showers.
Touch.
It's like Chardonnay, right? It's like Chardonnay. The R is there, but you don't say it. Right, Pop?
Absolutely. Exactly. Thank you.
I got
Thank
you,
you.
bruh.
He's cherry pie.
Howdy.
What was you saying? You was making a point. And I
Smooth
said,
operator.
It's like the reverse of Sade. It's like the R isn't there, but Pa says it. It's the reverse.
yeah, that is true. Also, and he's still doing laundry. This is some bullshit. He got
Somebody
a
had
pile-
it.
He got a pile for the whites back
Nope.
here.
You cranky when you wake up.
Yeah, this is like
want me to
post
feel
nap
good?
cranky.
I want to feel good. I want to when I get out of the shower tonight.
No one
after
can
I
see him anyway. He didn't turn his light on. No one else can see him, so don't worry about it.
Well, you can't
Um,
see. You can't see anything. I got a bright ass light in my fucking face here.
Also,
you
who
like
takes
to
a
keep
nap
it
at 8
serious.
o'clock at night?
Well, I'm busy. I'm busy as shit. And I don't even have kids. Y'all all figuring that shit out. And then as Potts was about to say, we women folk, we too busy.
Yeah,
That's the point. That's the point Pops was making.
Yes. That's what I was about to say. Absolutely. That the women folk are too busy doing things like napping and whatever other shit that they do, explaining how to
Oh,
pronounce
that's
Dutch.
terrible. That's terrible.
Or to listen to our shit. Men's shit, I should say.
I mean,
Wow.
But anyway, it seems like surprisingly you actually identified with this song in the ninth inning.
No. I don't want it. I don't need it.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
Okay.
I am
Right.
done. I don't have no notes. I got other shit to do
It's
in the kitchen.
understandable. In the kitchen, huh?
How did Thanksgiving dinner work out?
You said in the
I do.
kitchen? You talking about how much shit women got to do and you said in the kitchen?
How was the tofurkey?
Sounds
All right,
about
you got
Sounds
10
right.
seconds left. How many boat drinks did we get?
She's done.
She's still waking up.
Hold up.
I think
All right.
Last week's report card with Jenkins. Last week's report card. Last week's.
How many boat drinks?
It's last week's report.
All right. I guess we didn't get any fucking boat drinks. Huh?
Jenkins. Last week's report card. 5 minutes with Weezy.
All right, Wheezy. Well, we love you.
Love you, Weezy.
See you next week.
That was your 5 minutes. I guess you got muted.
Woke up on the wrong side of the Jenkins.
See you next week in Chowich, Weezy. Hey, you can't hear you.
Right.
No! I could see what you were saying, but I
That
couldn't.
was the first time she never even gave us a grade.
I love that. I'd be happy. I'd be happy if she never gave us a grade again.
He was so over us.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
All
That
right.
was amazing.
On to other things.
That was-
Yeah.
I would like to remind you guys who we are.
Who are we?
It's the Rap Pack, we got sauce. GQ, JQ, Jackson Pass. Take hip hop, get experimental. Tuesday nights at 8:30 Central. This week's special guest is Johnny Vincent. The Rap Pack. GQ, Jackson Pass. The Rap Pack. With that jive, with special guest Johnny Vincent on Tuesday Night Live.
See, I've been riding this train longer than the
Okay. We're about to bring him into the room. This man is an amazing singer. He spent much of his career upstairs in the cigar bar at Mike Ditka's restaurant downtown. He has sung for the world champion Cubs to the point where he got a World Series ring because he sung the anthem at all of those championship games. He
It's bubbly. Yeah, I stayed away from the booze now, so it's bubbly.
was
All right.
You guys are awesome, man. Thank you for having me on.
Dude.
Dude, thank you for being here. How many years were you at Ditka's?
19.
Wow.
How many years were you there, Jackson?
I was there for 4 or 5. I mean, but you work an 8 or 10-hour shift upstairs, and John sings 2-3 sets. I mean, I've heard this guy sing probably more than I've seen you. I heard you guys rap at this point. I tell you what, it never got old though, man.
Yes, it did. You're such a liar. Yes,
No, it didn't. It didn't. You've got such a good fucking voice, man.
It got old for me.
I'm sure. That's a different story. 19 years.
Got old for it.
19 years of singing "Fly Me to the Moon." I can imagine. I mean,
Fly Me to the Moon. All that other stuff. Hey.
Do you want to give us a little a cappella lick of a Sinatra classic so the audience can hear your beautiful, beautiful voice?
Yes. Please.
I've got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me. There's a little Frankie.
It's
so buttery.
I mean, what is it like walking around with that fucking instrument inside you?
I just try to see those trees of green, red roses too. I'm so Tyson smoking a joint and then going to fight Roy Joyce.
Yeah.
Joints. Roy.
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he apparently smokes weed before before the fight. He's like, I was, and then in the interview, he's like, I smoked before, I smoked during, I smoked after. I don't give a fuck. That's who I am. I smoke.
Wow.
I wonder if he did before that
That fight where
the
he
Holyfield fight. The Holyfield fight. I wonder
Right.
if he
Well,
did
maybe,
before
but
that.
he doesn't do, I'm gonna eat your children thing anymore. Now he's like, I'm just gonna eat some brownies and maybe steal your dinner, and that's it. I'm good. No more eating your kids. Remember when he was angry back in the day and he told the guy he's gonna eat his kids or something like that? The joint now he's kind of like, hey, nah, I'm
But
just
do
gonna
you
eat
but
that
do you
leftover.
think maybe this explains it all? Was it just the munchies when he bit the dude's ear?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
That's gotta be.
John, hey, tell us about your show for a second. You got a YouTube show?
Yeah, I was watching your yesterday's episode.
man, it was great.
Oh yeah. Thank you. I don't know. I mean, we just started it up. We did one with we had Courtney Hall from NBC, who I love, on Chicago Today. She's a friend of mine, so we had her on the first one. The second one we had Brett Favre and Sarah Dooley, and this next one is going to be with Special Olympics. We already filmed half of it. And we had athletes from Special Olympics sing some Christmas songs, with us. And that was fun. We just did it Saturday, and it's going to come out a couple weeks from now.
Beautiful, bro.
What's your favorite carol? What's your favorite Christmas carol?
You know what? That one with Sinatra that goes, it's that time of year when the world falls in love. Every time you hear people say, Merry Christmas. I like that. I love that one. May your New Year's. That's such.
I love it now too. I didn't before, but now I do.
But I like all the old classics, but then I love, if somebody says they don't like Mariah Carey's or George Michael's Christmas, Last Christmas, or that, I think they're lying, because I love those.
Agreed.
Right?
What about a little Donny Hath?
Yeah.
Which one is that?
Donny Hathaway, the
This Christmas.
yeah, This Christmas. That's the name of it.
Absolutely.
That shit is fire.
Yeah. Shake a hand now.
Christmas.
I have to say, like, it doesn't even feel like the fucking holidays, even though we just did Thanksgiving or whatever. Like, everything is so absurd right now. It just all feels completely arbitrary to me.
What's Thanksgiving?
Hey, Debbie. Who invited
Yeah,
you?
whatever, dude. I'm feeling the holiday spirit right now.
Yeah,
I got
exactly.
a holiday cheer. Don't fucking harsh my melody.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Yeah, I just fucking smoked.
Bitch,
Take
don't
that
kill my
shit away
vibe.
too. Everything else has already been taken away. You're gonna take away the fucking holiday too?
Everything's fucking arbitrary. Life is arbitrary. Time is arbitrary, motherfucker.
Right.
Well, this
Cassius
guy
Lumber.
this guy had an existential moment the last couple of weeks with the whole COVID thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Yep.
You're feeling good though, Jackson. Everything's good. Everybody feels
I
good.
am. We're all feeling pretty good. My wife and I have these lingering fucking chest pains, though, man. It's a pretty weird ass bug. It does not go away. 3 weeks later, I still have these strange I like indigestion and weird burping happening, and I've looked it up, and some people just have this shit, and it's I go into the doctor on a internal medicine doc on Thursday just to make sure it's okay, because I ran 4 miles and felt good the other day, but then yesterday I had chest pain all day. I'm like, fuck, am I killing myself? You start second guessing everything.
I thought I'd sent you that article from the New York Times that don't start exercising for a couple, at least
it said 7 days.
7 weeks, bro.
7 days is what the CDC.
I always thought that anytime you're sick, you shouldn't exercise for maybe a year or two. The heart is only good for so many beats. You don't want to waste those beats. Keep them, slow them down. Have a pizza. Take it easy, and that's it. Don't you're beat, but next thing you know, boom, it's over. You're gone. That's it.
Didn't our president say at some point there's a finite amount of energy? You have a finite amount of energy, so why waste it exercising or something like that?
I don't know.
I don't know. You're talking.
Hey, my president. Anyway,
Not anymore.
Jax, tell us why we're here, what we're doing for people that just joined us.
Hey, everybody on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. We are the Rat Pack. Every Tuesday night, we make a song with a special guest. We have Chicago legend John Vincent, a Sinatra singer, but also an artist, a philanthropist. He also does an anti-bullying campaign, and he sung for the Cubs, the Packers, the Bears, to name a few. He is an awesome dude.
And back in the day, I can't remember how many times this happened, but he sang for the Retard Crew.
He sang for the Retard Crew at the Double Door, I believe, for a Christmas show.
You guys, I loved it. That was fun. That was really fun.
I think it might have been the night we drank the Double Door out of brown liquor, like our fans.
It was.
I'm sure it was. I'm sure
we were between sets, and John came up and sang like just maybe like 3 or 4 songs, and everybody stopped, just went like nuts. Fucking jaw went down, and like. That, I mean, that had to have been a different vibe than singing at Ditka's for singing for like a bunch of 20-year-old drunkards at the Double Door.
Well, I was just as drunk, and I don't know if you remembered me shitting my pants and breaking the bar stool at that point. Why is everybody laughing?
Didn't know.
Because we all blacked out, bro.
Okay, that never happened. That never happened. I don't know what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Blame it on the weed.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about the music, yeah?
Yeah, so if you're in the room, smash the like button, hit the subscribe if this is your first time with us. We'll post a link to John's stuff at the end of the show, so if you want to check out the vid and go to any of his links, do that. Let's talk about our song tonight. Jay, you want to take us in the beat?
Sure. Let me just discuss for a second. As I was thinking about John and his amazing voice and how it's uncanny how much sounds like Sinatra when he wants to, and I was getting because I've heard him sound a lot like we just heard him do Louis. I've heard a pretty badass Johnny Cash out of John too, but you know, I've heard him sing Frank the most, and at least upstairs at Ditka's where I've seen him perform besides with us. And I was thinking about, I'm a huge Frank fan, and I grew up like obsessed with Frank Sinatra, and I consider him like, you know, early rap music because his phrasing was so dynamic and interesting. That's true. He was hitting all these weird upbeats, and actually he fucking hated band leaders because the bands would get screwed up because he wasn't singing the words in the proper spots where they were in the music. And he was like, fuck you, just keep playing, I'll get there, don't worry about it, I'm doing my thing. And so that got me thinking about, you know, he played with a bunch of different bands, but towards the end, they would just record the tracks first because nobody was fucking with him like that, you know? And he was such a beast, and his rhythm was so out there. But one person who he always fucked with and who always kept time was Basie. And his stuff with Basie is fire because of that. The band did not get lost with him, and they always stayed on because that band was so well led and was such a tight band. And so his work with Basie is my favorite of his work. You know, the Swing album, the one we sampled for this, but also maybe one of the best live records of all time.
Yes, I was gonna say that. That's my favorite Frank Sinatra album.
Sinatra at the Sands with the Count Basie Orchestra, and that record is just, I mean, what an inspiration to what a show can be like. So much showmanship, so funny, so much love in the room. It just feels like a piece of history when you listen to that record. And so I wanted, when I was like, I'm gonna sample something from Frank and get this vintage sound so that John's voice sounds like it's a perfect bed for his voice, yet I'm gonna soup it up so we can rap on it. I wanted to go from something from the Basie era. And when I started listening through to it, I started getting into the song The Best Is Yet to Come. So now, with that being said, we will go inside.
This is my favorite part of the show, John. This is my favorite part.
I mean,
we're going in, inside the beat. We're going in, inside
right.
Take us in,
Okay.
Capitan.
Let us go.
Yeah. All right. There we are. You guys should be able to see Logic now, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I started with the sample. And I'll show you the sample right here. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Oh boy. There we go. Can you guys hear that?
Yes.
Out of the tree of life, I just picked me a plum.
Right? But then they're in between those phrases is some pretty cool little hits, and they're dirty and they got drums on them. But I thought, fuck it, let's sample them anyway and see what happens.
You youth await. The best. Wait till our lips have.
Anyway, started chopping that up, right?
Yeah.
And I like what happens when you sample jazz a lot of times is you get this shuffle and you get this swing, and then the beat sort of swings that way too. And we've had that quite a few times when we've sampled jazz. We get this right? We get this kind of triplet thing happening. And I wanted to actually break us out of that. I gave us one section of that, and I'll show you that section. That's this one. No, one second. Here it is. It's this section actually. Right. That was just naturally occurred. And I'll show you the rest of the beat coming in. Okay, so there's that part. Then I was going, here's the main verse part that I thought we would rap over. And that sounds like this. Let me unsolo some of this. Here we go. Okay, so check out the beat.
That's from the song.
Okay, and I dropped 808 over that. Check it out. And then a big tuned 808 bass for the bass line instead of like a traditional bass. And I'll show you what that sounds like by itself.
Yeah.
Because it's huge.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then when you bring it all together. Okay. Then for the chorus, I made another section of the beat. This one was a little different. Here. So I added the drums on this too.
Is this all from the record, Jay? The same record?
All from the same song. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So cool.
That is so cool.
So
Oh my God.
check this out. Then I started adding some other stuff to kind of tease out and make it more original, because it's cool to chop the stuff up, but then you want a unique sound to it too. So what I ended up doing was, I put that tuned 808 on there too. So. Right, but then I was messing with it, and I don't know. I've always heard that kind of sound of the original as a little murky and creepy kind of sounding. The best is yet to come, and won't that? There's something like slightly menacing about it, and I really wanted to like tease that out. And so I put this synth on it, which doesn't sound like much, but when you listen to it in context of everything else, it really brings out something huge in it. It makes the whole thing kind of murky. Can you even hear it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll solo it. And then I was feeling how murky that was, and then I wanted something to lift it up and make it feel more like a chorus. So I took this sort of old school rock organ sound, and I was trying to bring a little bit more like, because that part reminded me almost of like a DJ Shadow kind of thing. And so then I started to tease it really out, and then it started to sound like a hook to me, which is this. All right. Well,
So dope, dude. So dope. Jay, just so you know, there's a bunch of comments in the YouTube.
Sure. Yeah. What's up?
People are just like, dude, this is like free beat making lessons. I got my kid watching. Like people are like free lessons from the legend himself, shit like that. So,
Hey,
Well, if anyone has a question as we're going along, throw them at me. What's up, Pops?
I got I got one before you go to there. Show us how show us what you did to that bass, actually, to the 808 bass.
the tuned one.
You want me to like open the instrument?
Yeah. Just show the EQ.
Oh no! I built that out of a synth.
Okay.
I'll show it. Check it out.
Show it.
Let me see if I can give you. If I give you the full desktop of 3, it should open with it in there. Can you see the whole desktop?
Yeah.
Okay. So if we go here and then open, I built it out of this thing called the ES2. So I built it from scratch. It took me a while, but now I have it as a preset, and I'll send it to you, Paz, motherfucker.
Word. Appreciate it.
Paz is like,
But
wait.
that's what I was.
Paz like, hey, show me.
But check it out. So
do
what's
want to see
cool
it.
about this is like, check this out. I mean, it's such a huge sound. It sounds like nothing when you're on little speakers, but when you put this thing on a club, that shit makes your nuts shrivel up, you know?
Yeah.
Rattles.
I had to say, like the first time you played it, it reminded me of that beginning bass line in Love Lockdown.
Lockdown, got your love lockdown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Doom, 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 doom. Like that. That's it. Yeah. Exactly. The shake your nuts sort of sound.
Well, this is what
Essentially, if you look here,
Shake your prostate.
it's basically like a true sine wave is what you're building.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the blend to one side, the cutoff frequency all the way open, and you leave this sine wave open, and then you bring up the distortion. And I tried to make the tone a little darker than brighter, and then you start messing with, because I have a kick on there already, you can use that as the kick too. If you bring this attack all the way down, it'll have a punch to it as well. I leave that off so I can put a kick, and that comes off of it. And then this release here is how you control how long it lasts when you do it. And if you do that whole thing, and then you see how I have it on mono here.
Yeah.
So when I have it a little longer than you want it, so that when you hit a couple in a row, they cut each other off. Does that make sense?
Nice. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So when you go,
So it gets clean, so it keeps it clean.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not all just overlapping on top of each other.
Yeah, that way you can go. Right?
Yeah.
Dude, so dope. It's what gives it that.
That's great.
There's like when I was listening to it today, I was like, I keep hearing this cadence of like a booty rhythm track, dance floor track, like Two Live Crew kept spitting in my head over this. And I was like, how is this Frank Sinatra booty?
Underneath. Yeah, you were feeling that underneath.
Yeah, I was feeling it.
Well, so for those of you that don't know, in the room tonight, so we're making all these songs as part of like our pandemic content, but we've also been dropping sketches on our YouTube channel, and the idea is to mold all this new material into some sort of live cabaret. And we thought, what better opportunity than a man who has an uncanny sound like Frank Sinatra to come sing on a track, and like.
Especially with the vibe of our whole crew, which is this rapping Rat Pack, right?
Like older guys getting a little bit older and having rapport for 12 years and doing a live stage show where we rap and crack jokes and do sketch. It just seemed like a kind of cool opportunity to create a Sinatra-esque potential show opener, right? I mean, we'll see. But.
Yeah. So
because we're building.
We're just our idea in the email chain was to trade fours. So we're each going to record little 4-bar sections. John, we sent him some lyrics, which are like taken off of the Sinatra Basie song, and there's like we put a little twist on him, so he's shouting out the Rat Pack, and and we're all gonna get recording now. So we're just gonna hop around to everybody and
peek in on their acapella,
peek in on them recording, and then everybody will send me their stuff. And I will mix it, and then we can all listen together. So the next, let's say 15 minutes are going to be us recording and hanging out.
Let's
cool.
Rock and roll.
And somebody last week said, you guys should do like a retard anthem too. So this is in the vein of that a little bit. Not
right, like the new anthem maybe, right?
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's do it.
All right. Yo.
Mike.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right.
Mike, check. Yeah.
JQ nasty, I make the beats. Plus I'm gassy, so I shake the sheets. Voice is raspy, got achy feet, but my bass line's fatter than some bacon grease. Try that again. JQ nasty, I make the beats. Plus I'm gassy, I shake the sheets. Voice is raspy, got achy feet, but my bass line's fatter than some bacon grease. Let me hit that again. But my bass line's fatter than some bacon grease. There we go. All right. My next one. Ace with the drums and I jack all the melodies. Smell like Ben Gay cause my back is killing me. Got TMJ and my hair's all gray, but I'm slinging funk like every day.
You idiot.
Ace with the drums, jack all the melodies. Smell like Ben Gay cause my back is killing me. Got TMJ and my hair's all gray, but I'm slinging funk like every day.
Alright.
What the hell are y'all still rhyming for? We like some hip hop dinosaurs. We ain't going no goddamn. Hold on. What the hell are y'all still rhyming for? We like some hip hop dinosaurs and we ain't going no goddamn where. You got it? And you don't even know, man. We just getting started. What the hell are y'all still rhyming for? We like some hip hop dinosaurs. We ain't going no goddamn where. You got it? And if you don't know, man, we just getting started. I gotta hit the dismount one more time. ain't going no goddamn way. You got it? And you don't even know, man. We just getting started. All right. Should we check in on Jackson?
Yeah. Nice work, JQ.
Thanks, homie.
Quick and easy.
Very nice.
Where are we here? Jackie Doe, mediocre flow, trophy husband, but the statue of the trophy's just my dick, though. Steada, that's what she said. We yell nickel. Joey Bishop talent and the looks of Don Rickles.
Don Rickles.
Joey.
We bringing it weird with minimal hassle, steady crushing stress free, and we dance around like assholes. 12 years later, going strong. How absurd of us, like the rapping Rolling Stones, but no one's ever heard of us. But no one's ever heard of us. But no one's ever heard of us.
You just take up
No more day jobs, and we switched our name because retard in 2020 doesn't hit the same as music hard. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
No more day jobs, and we switched our name because retard in 2020 doesn't hit the same. If music's not hard enough, I have to say, no one the fuck me. No more day jobs, and we switched our name because retard in 2020 doesn't hit the same as music. As if music. No more day jobs, and we switched our name because retard in 2020 doesn't hit the same as if music's not hard enough. I have to say, no one's ever made a cent on a rap cabaret. On a rap cabaret. No one's ever made. No one's ever made a cent on a rap cabaret.
Check out Pass, yo.
Oh.
Smoke the Chiba. I'm a Libra, no lion. I'm not a Leo.
I love when we come in on like half a phrase of PO. It's the
I know,
best.
it's the best.
Look, because it touched the counter.
That's pretty good. Let's go with that.
Go with that. Go with that.
Chill. Doubles.
Here we go. Pasta.
Pass. Call me P.O. a pastel. We know, here we go. Chino. Chiba, I'm a Libra, no lion. I'm not a Leo.
Yo, Johnny, there's nothing better than listening to rap doubles. Like where you're just doing the second vocal. It's so fucking funny.
I'm loving this. I am loving this. This is awesome. I want to be part of. I want to can I be part of the group?
Call me P.O. a pastel.
You are. You are right now. You're part of the group.
But you know,
Johnny
Chiba, I'm a Libra, no lion.
Johnny
Leo.
V, aka Big Love. That's my nickname for you, Big Love.
I love it. I'm gonna use it. That's
Big
it.
Love. Yeah, you are definitely. You're a fan, man. You're always part of this group.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Pass. Call me P.O. a pastel. Someone we know. Here we go. Chino. No lion. I'm not a Leo.
Remember when the word nerd wasn't hip? Remember when the word nerd wasn't hip? Or the big bird on the yellow tip?
Let me just do that.
Remember when the word nerd wasn't hip? Word the big bird on the yellow tip. And the word hip didn't mean diddly squat unless it was like this. Hip hop, it's a mystery to me. We get paid to flow with a history deep like De La Soul. Yo, Jay, yo, this beat, yo, way to go. With them minor keys, use a major pro. Back it, up it, come with me. Pastel, Jackson, JQ, G. There's a only way to
no lion, I'm not a Leo.
get it, crushing, stress free.
Chiba.
Remember when the word nerd wasn't hip? Word the big bird on the yellow tip. And the word hip didn't mean diddly squat unless it was like this. Hip hop, it's a mystery to me. We get paid to flow with a history deep like daylight.
Not
So,
someone
yo,
we
Jay,
know.
yo,
Here we go.
way to
Chino,
go with the minor
Chiba,
keys.
I'm a Libra.
Pro.
Lock and lead.
Back it up and come with me. Pasta, Jackson. Yeah. Back it up and come with me.
Here we go. Chino,
Back it
Chiba,
up
Chiba,
and
I'm a
come
Libra.
with me.
Not a
Pasta,
Leo.
Jackson, JQG. There's a only way to be steady, crushing, stress free.
Okay, that's good enough.
G, how you doing? You
The
good?
best is yet
Yeah.
to come, and babe, won't that be nice?
Now I'm even better.
Cause the rap pack is here tonight, and you're gonna have the time of your life. The best is yet to come, and babe, won't that be nice? Cause the rap pack is here tonight, and you're gonna have the time of your life. Wait till the show is underway. You'll get that glass cold and wet. Wait till the rap pack gets played. You ain't seen nothing yet.
My nigga Jax ain't a nigga, but he still my nigga. My nigga Jax ain't a nigga, but he still my nigga. My homie G got me Molly cause he... My nigga Jax ain't a nigga, but he still my nigga. My homie G call me Molly. My homie G got me Molly cause he off the liquor. My nigga Jax ain't a nigga, but he still my nigga. Yeah. My nigga Jax ain't a nigga, but he still my nigga. My homie G got me Molly cause he off the liquor, bro. Cause he off the liquor. Brother J's with him. He's still my nigga. Because he off the liquor. Brother J ill with the beat, getting sicker. I'm a rider, not a body like Tyson. Call me Jigger.
Wow, P.O. And Johnny, that sounds like butter, baby.
Yeah, you
Oh,
sound
thank
great.
you.
Fucking
Hey,
butter.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys put the music down. You
Yeah,
broke
yeah.
it all down. It's amazing. And I didn't know that was the song. That's all. It's amazing. You're so talented. You guys you're like blowing my mind. I know I had just had a couple of hits here, but you're blowing my mind right now.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. It's awesome. It's awesome. Great to hear.
Dude, it's cool to have you in our world because, you know, I've seen you in your element so much, and we've kind of
My nigga Jax ain't a
passed
nigga, but he's still my nigga.
cross
My
paths,
homie
but
G
never
got
really collaborated. So this is really cool for me.
This is really cool.
And hopefully, you know, we can work on. I think it'd be great to have you in a sketch at some point when we can
I would
all
love it.
film together because you have such a presence, and there, like, we could write around
My
your
nigga Jax ain't a
ability
nigga, but
to
he's still my nigga. My
use your
homie G
voice
got me
that way
money because
and
he
make
off the
some
liquor.
really
Brother
funny
J's
shit, I
ill
think.
with the beat, getting sicker. I'm a rider, not a body like Tyson. Call me Jigger.
I'm listening to you guys, and you guys are just. I'm loving all this. It's just I'm seeing it. I'm hearing it. My God,
Oh,
just
my-
makes me want.
My nigga Jax ain't a nigga, but he's still my nigga. My homie G got
Word
me
the
Molly
big
because he
bird
off
on
the
the
liquor.
yellow
Brother J
tip.
ill with the beat, getting sicker. I'm a rider, not a body like Tyson. Call me Jigger.
Hip hop.
You have the time of your life.
Jax, do people comment during this part where everyone's recording at once? Are they like,
Sometimes, yeah.
Will not be long.
I think the comments tend to die down a little bit. I think people just are kind of like, whoa.
I got an idea.
Cause the rap pack is here tonight, and you'll have the time of your life.
Yeah, baby. Sounds good.
Paid to flow. De La
My
Soul.
daughter's principal is
Way
here.
to go.
It's pretty awesome.
Hey,
Major
Hey.
pro.
I donated to them today, buddy.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. You're the best.
Of course.
I also
My
bought,
nigga
I
Jax
bought
ain't a nigga, but
sham
he's still
bars
my
today.
nigga. My homie G got me Molly because he off the liquor. Brother J ill with the beat, getting sicker. I'm a rider, not a biter like Tyson. Call me Jigger.
I shipped your shambars today.
Oh, nice.
I have an idea for an
Back
outro.
it up and come with me.
For
Pasta
an outro.
Jackson, JQG. This the only way to be.
Weird ass G.
Okay.
Back it up and come with me. Pastel Jackson, JQG. This the only way to be steady, crushing, stress free.
Laura Shakespeare's in the house. Long time no see,
Hey!
Laura Shakespeare. We
Laura
love you.
Shakes. Mwah, mwah,
Laura
mwah.
worked with Johnny upstairs at Ditka's for many years.
Oh, Laura, yes, Laura's the best. She's awesome.
The hot
Laura's
quotient
amazing.
at the cigar bar was pretty rocking at that point. In
My nigga Jax,
the
still my
late
nigga.
aughts.
Wait till the show is underway, and your glass. Wait till the show is
My nigga Jax,
underway,
still my nigga. My
and your
homie G,
glass is
off the liquor,
cold
brother J.
and wet.
Getting sicker, I'm a writer, not a biter. Tyson, call me Jigga.
Yet to play, you ain't seen nothing yet.
He dropped 3 N-bombs about you in half a bar, Jax. It's amazing.
Best is yet to come.
I got a
Hit
cool,
the flow.
I got a cool idea for an
They not
outro.
so.
I'm gonna
Cool.
drop it in.
Way to go. Major Bro. Back it.
Yeah, so you need to over. And I'm gonna make you,
Is the only way.
and then I'ma,
Steady, crushing, stress.
but I'm gonna make you
The best is
first.
yet to come.
Because I always
baby.
last.
Won't that
Because
be
I'm a
nice?
gentleman. Come on. Damn.
'Cause
Steady,
the rap
crushing,
pack
stress
is
free.
here tonight, and you'll have the time of your
That's right.
life.
So you need to over.
Steady, crushing,
I'ma make
stress free.
The best
And then
is
I'ma,
yet to come, and
but not
baby,
before you.
won't that be nice?
Because I always
The
last.
best is yet to come. and
Cause the rap pack is here tonight. and
Last.
you'll have
I'm a
the
gentleman.
time of
Oh.
your life.
Did it work?
So
Yeah, it's really, you're gonna love it.
Are you going? Are you
cold and
are you
wet.
duetting with John, or who are you? Oh, nice.
Class T to Nancy, like ODB, formerly Shirley Basti. But
You'll see.
You ain't seen
I'm
nothing yet.
ODB before. I'm ODB, formerly Shirley. I'm OD. Ashy the classy, the nasty. I'm ODB,
Should we mute PO and
classy, the nasty. I'm
and do a
ODB,
tasting
formerly
notes?
Shirley Basti. Bentley with a via chest.
Yeah, let's do it.
If you gas me, I ride.
or mute everybody maybe?
Um,
I ended up getting pinned for like 12 minutes last week. I can make sure I don't do that. This week.
all right, here we go. Let me get your video out.
To come and babe, won't that be nice?
For those of you just joining us or have been here recently, we are recording a song live right now. We do this every Tuesday. We bring in a special guest. Our special guest this week is John Vincent, the amazingly talented Chicago legend. Sang Sinatra and Louis Armstrong and Johnny Cash upstairs at Ditka's for 19 years. Also sang the national anthem for the Cubs during the World Series run in 2016, for the Bears, for the Packers. He's an all-around great dude, a philanthropist, an anti-bully advocate. He also sings for old folks' homes outside during the pandemic. The guy's amazing. He's blessed us with his voice tonight.
And Jax, now you have to bless us with your knowledge of drinking.
All right.
You
Here
ready?
we go. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oops.
is it not playing?
It is. It's just quiet.
I got
Had
it.
to turn it.
Jackie Doe came from Iowa to the big city and worked in a restaurant. Now he's a professional drinker, here to give you tasting notes.
Okay. Tonight's tasting is Buffalo Trace Bourbon. For those of you that don't know, we wrote a song about Buffalo Trace Bourbon in 2010, I want to say.
I know those years.
We were sponsored by Buffalo Trace to do an East Coast tour. We did like 12 gigs in like 8 days or something like that.
Let's clarify what sponsored by Buffalo Trace means.
Sponsored by Buffalo Trace means they gave us 6 bottles of Buffalo Trace and like 3 gas cards, and that was that was our payment for the tour.
And a
We
sign, and like signs to hang up at our gigs or something.
And we also had to barter our way to get the sponsorship. We had to do an entire song about Buffalo Trace and drop it on our YouTube channel, which we did, called Trace of Trace, and we filmed it at the top of the Alphabet City condo that you guys used to own on the Lower East Side. And I tell you what, that tour was amazing. We played like Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, I think. Or we didn't hit Massachusetts. We were in New York a couple
Providence,
times.
Rhode Island.
We in like Delaware or something.
We were all over. Yeah, I don't remember.
And I remember we used our gas card. We didn't buy gas. We would just go to these BPs because they were BB gas cards and just buy like shitty food and like condoms.
And, like cigarettes. And
Sunglasses.
actually, you're thinking of Annapolis, Maryland.
We played with the grilled Lincolns. Yeah.
And wasn't Wig there with us?
Wig was there at some point. We bowled at the bowling alley at the White House during that and like snuck in booze to the bowling alley at the White House.
Tour. That was the tour where we went to the Obama White House and Justin Hartwig came with us. Terry Hansen was working in the White House, took us into the basement. We got to bring beers in. We got drunk and bowled in the Harry S. Truman bowling alley.
I bowled with Ladybird's bowling ball.
Yeah.
And they were like, "You're not supposed to put your camera out here." And I was like, "All right, cool." But then when we got down in the basement, me and C-Rat took a walk, and like we were in the basement of the White House in the boiler room, like
the Eisenhower wing of the White House. Yeah.
Like, and I was filming it, and we got out of there, and I don't know, did we have a gig that night?
No, we were off that day. We played some weird cafe, like some weird like Marxist cafe or something it was called in DC the night before.
With C-Rat.
Yeah, and then we had the day off. I remember crying a lot at the White House, like, this is so amazing. Like,
I don't remember crying.
Like, I remember Terry saying, like, yeah, hey, last week you were all like, fuck America. And now you're like, make sure you get the flag in the picture.
So Buffalo Trace tastes like that tour. It's also just a really nice price, nice sipping whiskey. It's not like really hot. It's not too harsh on the beginning. It's just it's like a good standard, really good liquor cabinet whiskey if you indulge. I know many of us now are beyond the alcohol phase of our lives, but I highly recommend Buffalo Trace. And it also just, as any of my tasting notes on my alcohols have been in the last few episodes, this just reminds me of a good time, that tour on the East Coast.
Jackie Doe came from Iowa to the big city and worked in a restaurant. Now he's a professional drinker, here to give you tasting notes.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Gia, is that a new mask you're rocking?
Yes, you like it?
That's pretty cool.
It's cool.
Is it Dia de Muerte mask, or is it? I can't really tell.
Yeah,
is
sort
it part
of. It's
of
just
the? I'm sorry. Is it part of your sweatshirt and hoodie?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just a neck up thing. Like I was basically like, you know what? With how much we need a mask these days, like, I don't want to be in a situation where I forget one and it's winter time now. So I'm like, you know, if I used to just have shit around my neck to keep me warm, and if I just need to like run in somewhere, at least I could just do this and be safe about it, right? But I do have to say, you guys, my patience is being tested. I'm finding myself getting very angry with people at places like the grocery store, or like people who work at the grocery store who are touching the vegetables and like that I'm about to pick up to bring home with like a mask down here and like just swinging around, and they're just like you could see their mouth and like their nose isn't covered, and then there's people who just walk everywhere with their nose. I'm like, do anyone understand this fucking nose is like the fucking mouth? Like, you don't cover one, you got to cover both. And who the fuck didn't tell anyone in the NFL about that? Where's the fucking scientists on the fucking NFL? Just like, hey guys, this doesn't fucking cut it. You're a jackass. You're a fucking idiot. I hate these fuckers. I hate them. Sorry, I've been holding that in. It's been making me so mad. I wanted to punch everyone's nose that I saw who wasn't covered. I'm like, do you get what this is about? Do you even understand what it's for? Like, it makes me think Americans are the stupidest people on the fucking planet.
All right, sorry, man. Just let it rip.
Fuck.
Do you guys remember that Three Stooges when Moe actually grabbed the axe and actually murdered the first Curly? And thank God he had like a twin brother, and brought him out, but he split him right in half. He cut the motherfucker right in half. And do you remember that one, or am I just high?
I mean, they're not mutually exclusive. I think you're high.
Oh, wait a minute. That was the Lucy show. Forget it. I'm good.
I was excited for G and John to connect with about love and leading with kindness.
And here I am going off on this, but I got some people in the comments saying, "Cover your nose, damn it!" and punch noses 2020, Aaron.
Well, I have to also say, like, I feel like regionally, even within the Chicagoland area, there's discrepancies on who's doing a good job and who's not. It should be noted that you no longer live inside the city. I feel like certain parts of the city are still being really vigilant and, good about it.
Yeah, no, it made me think like, geez, I'm definitely not in the fucking city anymore. Nobody fucking, I don't know. I use it as an exercise. Like I definitely needed to vent that, but even at the grocery store, I was like, all right, this is an opportunity to practice forgiveness, like in a very ultimate fucking right in my face way. Like if I'm going to speak about this stuff, or I don't even speak about it, if I believe this, then I have to like figure out a way to continue to live with people on this earth and not want to punch them in the nose.
Yeah.
So
it's hard. I mean, because we have, there's only two feelings in life, right? There are only two true feelings in life. And, at the age of 48, my life has changed a lot. And you start reflecting on things and looking at things. But
love and fear? Are you talking about love and fear?
Yeah, yes, exactly. Yes. Amen.
Dude, I love you. I love you.
I love you too. I love you too. And the brain wants fear, which brings out envy, jealousy, anger, hatred, misunderstanding, just everything that's ugly. But when you follow this, if you're a believer or not, if you just want to call it your inner being, your spirit, whatever, I'm fine with any of that. When you follow this, love comes out. And love has no other feelings but love. It's worked through compassion and empathy and kindness and all this, and for 28 years of my life, the person I hated the most was myself. I hated myself. I looked in the mirror. I hated who I was. I suffered from being abused and bullied as a child. I was smaller than everybody. That's why I go speak at any school anywhere for free. Obviously now with COVID, it's not happening to speak about bullying because I'm 6'5" now, but I was small with this big head and I was thin back then. My body, nothing fit me, and they would beat the shit out of me. And I held this fear, and that fear turned into anger. And deep anger right here. And it just was, and I looked inside myself and it was me. It was me being fearful, then me being angry at myself, and then being angry at the world. Mm-hmm. And when I finally got to a point in my life and I said, I'm going to let this take over. You let this take over. And when you can like you see somebody post something on Facebook and they say, if everybody really truly knew how much I don't give a fuck. As soon as I read something like that, I'm like, you give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay to say you give a fuck. It's okay if you're hurting. It's okay to, I attempted suicide two years ago. I'm in a pandemic now and things, are scary for all of us, but I'm glad I didn't kill myself. And I'll tell anybody that you can't give up. My buddy, I was just at the Pentagon, and my buddy tells me, Johnny, I was getting a little nervous and worried before this. I was just having some stuff on my mind. And he always says to me, Johnny, walk, crawl, run. Crawl, walk, run. Sorry, Jason would say crawl, walk, run. And he would just say, it's attitude and effort. And I would go there and I would see this. And I'm like, this man who's unbelievable. Like I would have bouts of hypochondria and stuff like this. And he goes, Big John, let me tell you something. He goes, growing up in Brooklyn, going to school, I got shot 6 times just on certain different occasions. And I go, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, just walking to school, man. Right. And I'm like, Chase. He's like, I looked and I thought of empathy and I said, I'm talking to him about hypochondria. This is a man who went to war, who was a hero, who works for the Secretary of the Army, just retired, who is an unbelievable American. And he goes to me, he goes, Johnny, I talk about the hypochondria, but he tells me about what he went through. And that gave me empathy because I said, I have no clue how it is to be a black man walking to school and worried about getting shot. I never had to think about that as a kid. And do people try to put yourselves in other people's shoes? And look up Jason Easom on Facebook or on the internet. This guy is so amazing. There's this beautiful picture of him and President Obama shaking hands. Jason he's an inspiration. I call him my brother. I think he's watching right now. There's just people in that life who teach you things. And I know I'm rambling now, but I got taught a lot from this man. And we talk about love and fear, right?
Yeah.
All that fear just gets worrying does nothing for us, nothing. And I worry. But then I have to get that reset button. You know, if it was taking a hit right now, whatever, I don't care. But sometimes you got to take a reset button. And live in the moment, the now.
Yeah, brother. Yeah.
Sorry for the.
No, don't be sorry. Never apologize for that. You're my reset button right there, bro. I feel much better. Seriously, like, and to hear you put into words stuff that I study, believe, and practice every day. It's like, you know, because like all that stuff you're talking about, the fear, the worry, the grief, the anger, those are all ego-based reactions, right? And so one thing I know that is true is that, and that you just reminded me, but it's so funny how when you're in the heat of something, you forget the simplest things that you know fundamentally. But the anger is always directed at the self, right? Like if I'm ever angry at anyone, it's not because I'm actually mad at them. It's because I'm mad at a part of me that they're reminding me of that I haven't dealt with.
Yes. And you could ask Jackson. At my years at Ditka's, you know, I've had so many. He probably can remember so many moments of insecure thoughts and feelings and anger that I had at myself. I never wanted anybody to be a better singer than me. I never wanted to see people successful. I never wanted to see people do well because I needed to be the best.
Yeah.
And the fact is, I'm not the best. I'm not the best at anything. I'm nothing. And no. And when I say I'm nothing, I'm saying we are all nothing.
Exactly.
But together, we're everything.
Yeah.
It took me 45 years to get to that point, maybe 44 to realize that. And then a couple years into it, really grasping it now, getting to the point where, how can I figure this out? The only thing that matters in life is love. So how can I just understand to be, and you know, I'm doing ketamine treatments, which have been helping me tremendously with Chicago IV Solutions. Jackson, I don't know if you remember Larry Wirt. He was the president of NBC, then went to the Tribune. He used to come to Ditka's quite a bit. He was the one who saved my life when I was ready to call it quits. And he said, Johnny, try this ketamine treatment. And it opens up your mind and you think of things and you see yourself being immortal. I mean, not immortal, mortal. And you're okay with it. You're like, this body's a rental. I don't own this body.
Mm-hmm.
I don't own this brain. I do own my spirit because that's what everything is connected inside of us. But the rest of this is just an illusion.
Yeah, brother.
It is.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. And I believe in ketamine therapy for sure. It's really, it can be very healing for any kind of trauma and fear-based stuff, especially. So that's really cool to hear that worked for you. That's awesome, dude. Wow.
I love the way this show can go many places. This is awesome. So we have a bunch of people in the room right now. I just want to say thanks for joining us. We are talking with the amazing John Vincent, who is lending his voice on this track. We're making a song live in 2 hours. Jay is currently mixing it. I think all the tracks are to him, so we should be close to being close to a final mix, or at least a rough mix for tonight. Thank you so much for bearing your soul for us and being candid, John. You're such an awesome dude. And I have to say, like, John and I have been talking on the phone for the past week and a half, you know, with me having COVID and also him just like checking in on me, and like we're talking through the process, and him like just telling me about the journey that he's been on, much like he just shared with everybody. It's really cool to see you blossom and evolve in that way, man. It's fucking awesome. So thanks for being so honest.
No, because the biggest thing we have to be now is vulnerable. okay? Because when we show our own vulnerabilities, we can be open. And instead of seeing somebody with a better car or a better house or this or that, and especially now, who knows what's next, you got to say, how can we all help each other? Now, I root for people. I want to see people succeed. I want to see people do good, because if I root for people, and that means when others succeed, I'm going to be happy too. And if people root for me, and we succeed, we're all going to be happy together.
Yeah.
And we might mourn together on things and hurt together on things, but we're going to be united like we should be as human beings. We share 99.9% of the same DNA, but we let 0.01 or whatever it is separate us. It's like, it's so ridiculous. We all come from the same place. We're all one. We need each other. We thrive off each other. The world seems like there's a close sign right now with COVID, and you feel like the world has a thermometer in its mouth if you saw it, and you just want to say, man, let's heal it. Let's heal it. I might sound crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know.
Nah, dude. Hey, Johnny, there's a bunch of really excellent responses on Facebook right now to everything you've been saying. So, like, more comments than normal in a very short period of time. So people are feeling the truth of what you're saying, and people are like, "What a smart man! Thank you so much for sharing, John. That he just put all my thoughts into words. Love y'all. Amazingly smart man. All this stuff. So just wanted you to know that. So it's good. It's good.
Well, thank you. And for the people that calling me smart, trust me, I'm not smart. I went to college. When I went to college, I played Tecmo Bowl and went to football practice, and then went again and played Tecmo Bowl. I think I was carrying a 2.1 GPA. But what I had to learn about myself was the easiest thing is that we all have one thing. If we are our real selves and say, you want to get real? I've been bankrupt twice. I'm an addictive gambler. I'm obviously a compulsive eater. I've gone up to almost 450 pounds, down to 200 pounds. I have obsessive compulsive disorder. I have anxiety. I have depression. I have some of the worst thoughts and things that come in my mind that are demons and that feel awful and feel ugly. But you know what? It's okay, because I'm going to be nothing one day. But my spirit is good. That love is clear. This is clouded. And it's okay. And if anybody else is suffering out there, don't be afraid to reach out to somebody. Don't think it's weird. Don't make it stigmatized anymore. Mental illness needs to come to the forefront of our society in this country to heal all of us, because it's going to make us feel better. We don't have to compete. We can stick together and cheer on people. I used to compete when I was younger because I hated me.
Word, man. True. We love you, Johnny, and
I love you guys.
Love you too.
And like I said, it's been great talking to you and getting back into our relationship, because I know we haven't seen you in too long. So hopefully we can all collaborate again and hang out and just shoot the shit more. I also have to say, when you were talking about cheering people on, I've discovered, in the last few years for myself, the same thing. Like, it's such a better choice, and you can make the choice. Like, if you see somebody's success, just be like, awesome, it's great. Especially right now, as artists and performers, like, there are not a lot of wins right now, So, all right, the myth. So I think we just all have to practice every day to cheer people on, because life is hard right now. And
all right, y'all, but this is about to make you feel a lot better.
All right.
It is fire.
We already feel good, bro. We already feel good.
No.
We got motherfucking Johnny Vincent with us, bro.
I love you.
You think you feel good, but you need to hear Johnny on this track.
I can't wait.
All right, y'all. Hey, everybody, this is the moment you've been waiting for. If you got headphones, put them in. If you got big speakers, crank this shit loud.
Mute yourselves. All of us mute yourselves so we don't ruin the feed, all right?
I will mute myself. You won't see it, but everybody else mute so I can see it.
Right.
Cool. All right, and this is the Rat Pack featuring Johnny Vincent. The best is yet to come. Remix!
Jackie Doe, mediocre flow. Trophy husband, but the statue of the trophy's just my dick, though. Instead of that's what she said, we yell nickel. Joey Bishop talent and the looks of Don Rickles.
JQ nasty, I make the beats. When I'm gassy, I shake the sheets. Voice is raspy, got achy feet, but my bassline's fatter than some bacon grease.
Pause, former fellow derelicts, call me B.O. A pastel, only if you not someone we know. Here we go, loud like Pacino. Smoke the Chiba Chiba, I'm a Libra, no lion, I'm not a Leo.
Remember when the word nerd wasn't hip? Word to Big Bird on the yellow tip. And the word hip didn't mean diddly squat, unless it was like this. Hip hop!
The best is yet to come, and babe, won't that be nice? Cause the rap pack is here tonight, you'll have the time of your life.
No more day jobs and switched our name, cause retard in 2020 doesn't hit the same. As if music's not hard enough, I have to say, no one's ever made a cent on a rap cabaret.
It's a mystery to me, we get paid to flow with a history deep like De La Soul. Yo, Jay, yo, this beat, yo, way to go. With the minor keys, use a major pro.
I'm an ace with the drums, I jack all the melodies. Smell like Ben Gay, cause my back is killing me. Got TMJ and my hair's all gray, but I stay slinging funk like every day.
My nigga Jax ain't a nigga, but he's still my nigga. My homie G got me Molly, cause he off the liquor. Brother J ill with the beat, getting sicker. I'm a rider, not a biter like Tyson. Call me Jigga.
The best is yet to come, and babe, won't that be nice? Cause the rap pack is here tonight, and you'll have the time of your life. Wait till the show is underway, and your glass is cold and wet. Wait till the rap pack gets to play. You ain't seen nothing yet.
I went from ashy to classy to nasty. Like ODB was formerly Shirley Bassey. Bentley with a Kia chassis. But if you gas me, I ride this bitch out for as long as it lasts me.
So we bringing it weird, with minimal hassle. Steady crushing stress free, and we dance around like assholes. 12 years later, going strong, how absurd of us. Like the rapping Rolling Stones, but no one's ever heard of us.
Back it up and come with me. Pastel Jackson, JQG. This the only way to be. Steady crushing, stress free.
Why the hell are y'all still rhyming for? We like some hip hop dinosaurs, and we ain't going no goddamn way. You got it? You don't even know, man. We just getting started.
The best is yet to come, and babe, won't that be nice? Cause the rap pack is here tonight, you'll have the time of your life. The best is yet to come.
That's right. So you need to come over, and I'ma make you come, and then I'ma come, but not before you come, cause I always come last. I'm a gentleman.
Come
on.
Won't that be nice?
I was wondering what you were doing with that, man.
You guys are unbelievable. You guys are so talented. That is crazy. That's crazy.
Oh, dude, you're so talented. Everybody, we just made that song in the last 2 hours on the spot. We are the Rat Pack. This is John Vincent joining us as a guest. I hope you like the track. The mix will be out on SoundCloud on Friday. We'll make sure we post the link. That was the first time we heard it. That was the first time it was put together. Jay just mixed it on the spot. So thank you all for being here. We got a lot of love. A lot of parents from my kid's school are in the room.
Wow.
We've got Tara from Cedar Rapids, Maureen Clark, George Pendleton, GP3's in the house.
Yeah, GP3.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you for coming out. If you really like what you saw tonight, share it. We got a few more great guests. Next week, we got Zeshan B., who is an incredible is Brown Power. He's a Brown soul singer, and he sounds like Sam Cooke, and he looks like my dad, and it's amazing.
Hey, JQ, King of the Ozone on YouTube, first of all, says, hey, if y'all ever want to add some death metal shit, hit me up. And also said, yo, when you editing Vox, you have set presets, or is it situational based on the voice? King of the Ozone asks.
I have presets, and then yes, it's both. Yes.
Yeah. both and both. Because
Yeah.
he's worked with us for 12 years, so he's got some presets for our voice, but we switch up our voices sometimes, and also we have different guests because
This is an easier number because it's straight rap. And I have presets that work very well with our rap, but I don't know what mic you have. Your gain structure might have changed. You might be a different distance. So I have to make adjustments for that. That's the answer there.
So also, I just want to remind everybody that all of these tracks, this is the second season of this show. All of these tracks are on the Rat Pack SoundCloud. They're all downloadable. I mean, we're going to have like 2 albums worth of shit on SoundCloud by the next couple weeks. And
just remember our name. We are...
It's the Rap Pack, we got sauce. Jackson Pops, take it hard, experimental. Tuesday nights at 8:30 Central.
Johnny V.
Yes, sir.
What would you like to plug, man? Where can we listen to you? What can we support of yours?
Oh, I am. My handle is John Vincent Live on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and my website is also John Vincent Live.
What about the
JohnVincentLive.com.
YouTube channel?
Oh, YouTube channel is also under John Vincent, but there's a couple other John Vincents, and we need to put that out there. But if you find it, podcast, or you could go to my website, hit the podcast part there, and it'll take you to my YouTube channel, John Vincent.
I will link all of it when this video posts on YouTube. I will link all of Johnny's links on the bottom. In the
Thank you, John Vincent, for joining us. Everybody, thanks for coming through.
Hit the like, hit the like, hit the sub, hit the sub, hit the like.
Jackson Pops, with that giant